Hey, it's Glenn, and in this video I'm going to ramble on about Aries' cage, which I really don't want to do. I don't know really what to say about this story. I wrote it came out 17 years ago, so let's keep that in mind. I I feel like I've grown tremendously as a writer since this came out, and I don't want to rag on one of my own stories, but I do feel like Aries' Cage is probably my weakest writing. And that's, I shouldn't talk like that about my own stuff, but it's the truth. I feel like I don't know, I was so emo back in 99. I just wrote all these tragedies. I mean, The Rainbow Colored Sheep still I feel holds up today, and Cry Wolf, my werewolf novel, still holds up. And Aries' Cage, The Ghost in the Olive Grove, not one happy ending in all of 1999. And I feel like out of all of them, Aries' Cage is the one that's now, to me at least, unintentionally hilarious. It's tragic, it's sad, and it still hurts me to read it. I just reread it this morning, but I mean, it hurts me to read it not just because of its origin, but because it's unintentionally hilarious, and I feel like it's my weakest work. But that being said, here's where the story came from. It's really... The story is about terrible relationships, and when I wrote it, I had just recently, within the last couple of years, gotten out of a terrible relationship. My best friend was in a very similar terrible relationship, and these are the kinds of relationships where someone puts you in a cage and locks you up and doesn't want you to see your friends or have anything to do with your friends, doesn't want you to have anyone in your life other than them. That's what Aries' Cage is someone you love locking you up and killing your song. And that's not love. Wanting to own someone is not love. And that's what the story is about, and it's still, to me, it's hilarious that the bird just drops dead at the end, but it takes me back there. I read this clunkily written story and I think about painful things in my life in my early 20s. Just gosh, Aries' Cage. I hope you read it. I hope you liked it. I hope you got something out of it. It's still free for the rest of the day. If you're watching this video after July 31st, 2016, it's no longer free, but it's only 99 cents. And the fact is, like, when I wrote this story, I just launched my website I knew my first novel was coming out later that year, and I wanted to have my website established by the time it came out. So the first thing I posted on my website was the synopsis of the book. Second thing, I put up a short story, The Rainbow Colored Sheep. After that, put up The Ghost in the Olive Grove, then Aries' Cage. I just never intended for these things to have price tags on them, these short stories. That's just kind of the way ebooks have evolved. The best way to get them to the most people is to put them up with Amazon for the Kindle, and you have to charge at least 99 cents. Otherwise, I promise, this story would always be free, because I feel like it's not worth 99 cents. I mean, I love it. Like, in that I love all of my work sort of way, but I'm not there anymore. I've grown as an artist, my life has moved on. I try not to dwell on the painful things in my life that led to Aries Cage being written in the first place. And it's, you know, it is what it is. It's a sad little story. If you're as emo as I was when I wrote it, you probably are totally into reading sad little stories, so I hope it got you where you needed to go. Meanwhile, the year of free ebooks is going to continue. Next up will be my first novel, Cry Wolf, and that'll be tomorrow. So, this video, I hope I don't sound like I'm just too down on myself, because I'm not. I like my writing. I like seeing the evolution of my work, like how far I've come. I couldn't do that without things like Aries Cage. So yeah, I'm done talking about Aries Cage, and next time, Cry Wolf. Hopefully I'll have a lot to say, because it's a novel. It's long, it's weird, it's apparently scary from what I'm told. Anyway. I just think it's kind of hilarious that I got on here and trashed one of my stories. But there you go, and that's all I've got to say about Aries Cage, so have fun, and I'll talk to y'all later.